Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of Tables of Reactions. You heard me. Yeah, today we're gonna get into influences that died trying to go viral. Alright, shout out to Chillin' Scares because that's who first presented the video, so we reacted to this today. Trigger warning for anybody. Hope it's not nothing too graphic. I haven't saw it before, but let's get into it. She didn't have to cut me off. We were nothing. Your love, you treat me like so up.
On the 8th of November 2017, Chinese daredevil Wu Yangning climbed the 62-story Huayuanhua Center building in Changsha, China to record another one of his roof-topping challenge videos, not knowing that this one was going to be his last. Wu started his career working as a film extra and stuntman for low-budget productions, trying to break into the entertainment industry. Unfortunately, while he was good at his job, he struggled to earn a living from these jobs, forcing him to look elsewhere. So he turned to the internet and started posting daredevil roof-topping videos on Chinese platforms like Huashan and Weibo. Roof-topping, for those who don't know, is an extreme form of urban exploration. Participants climb on top of tall structures like skyscrapers, bridges, and cranes and record themselves doing dangerous stunts around the edges, usually without any safety equipment like a harness or a safety net. The draw of these videos lies in the constant, ever-present risk that a single slip or misstep could be fatal. But Wu needed to stand out if he wanted to make a career out of it. So he took things a step further. Instead of just posting videos about sitting or standing close to the edges, Wu posted stunts like riding a Segway right up to the edge, hanging from the ledges, and doing pull-ups until he was close to muscle failure. This allowed him to gain an audience from the get-go, giving him the confidence to continue down this path. Over the years, he posted more than 500 videos and live streams to various platforms and managed to earn over 1 million followers on Weibo alone. These videos also earned him close to $83,000, making this his full-time career. Doing these crazy stunts allowed him to earn a better life for himself and his loved ones. There was just one massive problem. Creating viral stunts for an online audience means the creator can never slow down. Each video has to be crazier than the last one or the audience becomes bored and moves on, leaving them without an income. However, the crazier the stunt is, the more likely it is to turn lethal. Sadly, that's exactly what happened with Wu in November 2017. He came across a competition promising $15,000 to the video that went the most viral. Wu needed this money to pay for his mother's medical expenses and wanted to save the rest for his wedding. So, on the morning of November 8th, he climbed to the roof of the Huayuanhua Center building to film the most jaw-dropping stunt yet. Most people aren't allowed to climb to the very top of these buildings, so Wu likely had to free climb his way from the outside as well, adding life-threatening risk to this challenge before the camera even began rolling. After reaching the roof, he set up his tripod and began recording, and started lowering himself over the edge. First the right leg, and a few seconds later, the left. However, instantly something was not right. He looked like he was struggling to hang on and had to readjust his grip multiple times. He was potentially already exhausted from the free climb to the top, but he didn't really have the time to rest before someone from the building management might notice him and escort him back down. So he went ahead with the stunt anyway, proceeding to do the pull-ups he was most well known for. The plan was to pull himself back up to safety after the third pull-up. He'd done the same dozens of times in the past. Unfortunately, things did not go as planned. The video showed him struggling to pull himself back over the edge after the third pull-up. He tried to use his feet, but the side of the building was too slippery to generate any traction. Wu kept trying until his grip failed, sending him plunging 45 feet onto a lower terrace below. He did not survive this fall, and since he was completely alone when trying to record this video, no one knew what happened to him right away. His girlfriend filed a missing person report when he didn't return home, but it wasn't until the next day that a window cleaner discovered his remains. Wu wanted a better life for himself and his loved ones. Sadly, the risk he took for this viral stunt cost him everything.
Roku self-serve.
I'm a content creator too, but I'm not finna risk my life doing nothing like that just so I can get some views though. Like, I don't agree with that. I mean, to each his own, because I'm not judging nobody for what they do, but I just want people to be safe. And with that being said, I just don't think it's worth it. He had very good intentions, trying to pay for his mother medical bills and then take care of the rest of his wedding. But unfortunately, Even though he probably did get the expenses once they uploaded the video, and well, if they did, but yeah, you wasn't even around to spend the money or just to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So to me, that just wouldn't even have been an idea of mine. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that down in the comments, and let's get on to the next video.
On the night of February 5th, 2021, the Urban Air Trampoline Park in Hermitage, Tennessee was filled to the brim with families and friend groups looking to enjoy the weekend night. However, on this night specifically, this would not last long. As one of the friend groups at the park was walking out into the parking lot, they saw a man running at them with a massive butcher knife in his hand. This was 20-year-old Timothy Wilkes, an upstanding and hardworking person who was just a month away from graduating as an HVAC technician. His future looked bright. However, Timothy's primary interest was in something else. He watched a lot of prank channels on YouTube and wanted to go viral with a prank of his own. More specifically, he wanted to film a fake robbery prank where he records himself pretending to rob someone and then uploading their reaction to the internet. But an important thing about almost all of these prank videos that he was watching on YouTube is that they were staged. 9 times out of 10, the person being pranked already knows about the whole thing and is only acting terrified for the camera. Timothy either didn't know this crucial detail or he knew but wanted to make his prank more authentic. So, on the 5th of February 2021, at around 9:25 p.m., he lunged at a group of friends with a knife in his hand. The plan was to scare them and then reveal that it was a prank before things got out of hand. What Timothy didn't know was that one of the people in this group, 23-year-old David Starnes Jr., was carrying a concealed firearm. From David's perspective, Timothy was a random man charging at him and his friends with a knife. In a split-second decision, David drew his firearm and opened fire, hitting Timothy once. Unfortunately, this one shot proved lethal, resulting in Timothy passing away before any help could arrive. David stayed at the scene until the police arrived and explained everything that had happened. He was detained at the time, but the police released him later as his actions were deemed self-defense. On June...
Now see that? You feel me? Prank gone wrong. Already from the beginning it was a bad idea. Cause you was pranking to rob someone. Even if it's really a prank, bro, that's not something you should joke about. Like, especially us being black people, and I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but it's just certain things we shouldn't even joke about because we already are looked at as the aggressors or the shit starters. And off of the fact that a lot of people already see us as criminals without even knowing who we are, it's just more of the fact to not even play those type of roles. Once again, that's just my opinion. But hey, who knows? Maybe my perspective could have saved this young man's life if he was thinking the right way. Rest in peace to the 2 people that have passed in this video so far. And let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Would y'all have did something like this, or what do y'all disagree with what he did? Furthermore, let's get back to the let's go to the next video. 1 second, y'all, before we get back to the video, I just want to let y'all know about the website me and my family launched. It's called The Urban Experience. That link is www.thaturbanexperience.com. We offer a lot of products, from jewelry to games and clothes, merch. Our jewelry products are handcrafted from 100% pure copper. So do your research on the benefits that they offer. We also got the shea butters, body butters. We offer a variety of different flavors. We just dropped 3 new flavors, but my favorite is vanilla. Promise you this moisturizer holds for 2 days, and that's no exaggeration. And we also got the merch, which we just dropped new flavors of the hats, and we also just dropped new colorways for the t-shirts. When you join our mailing list, which is absolutely free, just subscribing with your email, you automatically get a 10% discount off of any product, that being your first order. And also for my Twitch subscribers, we offer another exclusive discount, which can be used in combination with other discounts. And there's nothing really extra you have to do. I suggest you all join the mailing list as well, even if you are Twitch subscribers, but it will automatically notify me that you're Twitch subscribers and you will receive a discount. Now, as far as the Twitch subscribers, when you join the mailing list, you will get the code via email, but when you if you do not sign up, then it will just apply to your order. Last but not least, I want you all to check out the free stuff. Things we offer for absolutely free. Depending on where you live at, just might have to pay a small fee of shipping and handling. We offer Xbox Series X games and PS5 games. If you got anybody that like those, please just look through it. We try to update it every day and see, what you can get, what you like. Once again, the website is the Urban Experience at www.thaturbanexperience.com. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that supported us so far. Quick thank you. I love you guys, and let's get back to the video.
On June 26, 2017, 20-year-old YouTuber Mona Lisa Prez made a post on Twitter stating, "Me and Pedro are probably going to shoot one of the most dangerous videos ever. His idea, not mine." At first glance, this sounded like a severe exaggeration meant to drum up hype for her upcoming video, when in reality, calling it the most dangerous video ever was still an understatement for the tragedy that was about to unfold just 3 hours later. The lead up to this incident started back in November 2016, when Mona Lisa and her boyfriend Pedro decided to start a family channel together called Mona Lisa and Fam. This channel mostly consisted of vlogs of the two of them doing various challenges and going on adventures together. Normal, inoffensive family channel content. And while none of these videos went viral, they were still gaining consistent views, allowing the couple to gain thousands of subscribers by mid-2017. However, Pedro wanted to take his online career to the next level. The plan was to create a new channel called Damn It Boy, featuring daring stunts unlike anything the internet had seen before. He even had a clear vision for the direction of this content.
Everything I'm going to be showing you guys on my channel, you guys are going to be saying, "Damn it, boy."
But unlike his family channel that was growing at a steady pace, Pedro wanted this channel to have good momentum from the get-go. He wanted his first video to go mega viral, and to do that, he wanted to upload the most dangerous and death-defying stunt he could think of. So after much deliberation, this was the idea he came up with.
Parents of children.
The point of this video is, I really just want to see if a 50 caliber bullet can go through a book. So, the ultimate test to see if this 50 caliber bullet will go through a book is, I'm just not going to just set it and just shoot it. No. I'm going to stand behind it. Mona Lisa is going to shoot it.
Mona Lisa was strongly opposed to this plan, but after nearly 2 months of back and forth, he managed to convince her that it could work. So on the 26th of June 2017, at roughly 8 p.m., Pedro did exactly what he planned. He set up the camera in the backyard of their home in Houston, Minnesota, held up the book in front of him, and told Mona Lisa to shoot. Unfortunately for Pedro, the thick encyclopedia he chose for the stunt proved completely ineffective. The high-caliber bullet went straight through the book and his body. By the time help arrived, it was already too late. Pedro passed away in front of 30 witnesses from around the neighborhood who came running after hearing the gunshot, including his 3-year-old daughter. What made this situation even more heartbreaking was the fact that Mona Lisa was also pregnant with their second child. She was taken into custody and later pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter. However, the court understood her tragic situation and sentenced her to only 6 months in prison rather than the up to 15-year sentence that second-degree manslaughter usually carries.
Now again, I don't even want to say it, but that was just completely avoidable, bruh. Like, what the fuck? And then the things that girl gotta deal with mentally, the things she might see at night when she go to sleep, because he made her do that, or he convinced her or persuaded her that that would be a good idea. A book, bruh? Really? A book? He went behind a car like he was about to do something with the car, bro. But a book, a 50 cal at that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down in the comments, man. We're gonna move on to the next video.
Dmitry Nuyantin spent a decade building his reputation as a personal trainer and fitness coach in Russia. Over the years, he trained many elite athletes in person while also posting online guides and tips under the name Dmitry Fit for his more than 40,000 followers. The most notable aspect of Dmitry's content, however, was his dedication to authenticity. He followed the same program he taught to demonstrate firsthand its effectiveness. What he never anticipated was that his readiness to put himself on the line would ultimately cost him everything. It began in September 2025 when Dmitry announced a challenge to deliberately gain at least 55 pounds or 25 kilograms and then lose it all using his own training and dietary regimen. He also put a roughly $100 reward for any viewer who could lose 10% of their body weight by the end of 2025. In a post promoting this challenge, Dmitry wrote, "Friends, my weight loss course is starting soon where you can win cool prizes and most importantly build a beautiful body, learn how to eat, and have fun." Things were progressing smoothly. However, there was just one major hurdle standing in his way. Gaining over 50 pounds in such a short time wasn't going to be easy. So, to stay competitive in his own challenge, Dmitry put himself on a crash diet of over 10,000 calories a day. For some context, most adult men with his build need somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 calories to maintain their weight. He would post videos eating mountains of calorie-dense foods with lots of sugars and fat, and this worked just as expected. By November 18th, he weighed 230 pounds or 105 kilos and was rapidly approaching his goal. Unfortunately, the challenge came to an abrupt stop just a few days after he posted this video. Friends reported Dmitry missing training sessions, claiming that he wasn't feeling well and that he needed to see a doctor. But before he could make an appointment, Dmitry passed away from cardiac arrest in his sleep at just 30 years old. The 10,000 calorie diet overtaxed his body, eventually leading to a sudden, catastrophic collapse.
And this last video right there shows you the dangers of the things that we eat that's not healthy for us. I didn't expect this type of video to be on this lineup, but I'm glad it is because it is a serious topic here in America. Since we got a widespread epidemic with, we got a widespread problem with obesity. And from the looks of it, looked like he was eating the normal foods that the average American eat throughout the day. And he looked like a person that was considerably healthy and in good shape before he started eating the junk and started his goal to gain that much weight and shoot his video. Which I'm not going to say was a stupid idea like those other videos, which was almost ensuring your death. This video wasn't as stupid as those. I wouldn't even say it's stupid because you wouldn't probably think like that you would die from eating that fast. I won't say that fast. You probably wouldn't think you would die that fast from. But see, I don't know how bad his eating habits was to gain to gain his goal weight. So it definitely depends on exactly what he was eating. But it's still crazy that a healthy person can die from eating basically junk foods and having bad eating habits. Because he didn't have a bad eating habit, but he gained one just to gain weight. But that's just a message to everyone out there that has bad eating habits. This is an example and proof that you can gain serious problems and ultimately die from having bad eating habits. So I just want to warn all my viewers, if you see this video, please, please, please try to eat healthy. Try to stay away from processed foods, things with high sugars and high amounts of sodium, and just try to educate yourself a little bit on what you should eat and basically what you are eating currently. That way, if you're eating anything at the moment that is bad for your health, maybe you can stop and then you can find out what is good and probably switch to that. But once again, let me guys know what you think about him actually passing from trying to gain a certain weight for a video. Let me know what you think about that. Let's move on to the next video.
On July 15, 2024, Indian travel influencer Anvi Kamdar, known online as the Global Journal, posted a list of her top places to visit in the country, not knowing that this would become the last time her nearly 300,000 fans would see her alive. She had been posting content on the internet since 2016 and had become a very trusted travel vlogger. Anvi visited nearly every corner of her country, highlighted underrated destination spots, and made it a point to spread positivity through her content. However, this effort was cut short just a day after she posted this video. She was visiting the Kumbi waterfall on July 16th, located around 80 miles from Mumbai. The ground surrounding the 178-foot waterfall was wet and slippery. Anvi was being very cautious, as this wasn't her first time visiting such a place. But while trying to line up a better shot of the waterfall for her content, she accidentally took one wrong step, resulting in her losing her balance and falling down a 350-foot deep ravine. The sheer depth, combined with the dense foliage, made it impossible to even see her from the top. The rocky, slippery terrain also prevented anyone from rushing to her rescue. When rescuers arrived, 6 of them rappelled down using ropes, while 50 others assisted them from the top.
Damn,
Despite the massive operation, it still took 6 hours to rescue Anvi from this ravine. However, they would get some good news. She was severely injured, but was still breathing. Rescuers rushed her to the nearest hospital.
That's good.
Unfortunately, Anvi had almost no strength left in her body and sadly passed away shortly after arriving at the hospital, leaving her once active Instagram account completely abandoned.
Damn, that's crazy. Falling down a waterfall into a ravine and she survived? Damn, but then all just to die at the hospital. Damn. Rest in peace to her and the dude that gained a lot of weight too, man. Let me know what y'all think about those two down there. Think about this video down in the comments about a lady falling into the ravine. Because I don't think I would have did that either, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably would have stayed at a safe distance to record, but nah. Let me know what y'all think, though.
Castilla La Mancha is the tallest bridge in all of Spain, making it a somewhat popular destination for thrill seekers. Many daredevils have climbed to its top in the past, and 24-year-old British influencer Lewis Stevenson was attempting to do the same. Lewis was a rooftopper that made a name for himself posting breathtaking pictures of his many different climbs to his Instagram account. He arrived at the bridge on the morning of October 13, 2024 with one of his friends and began climbing. His friend went ahead and Lewis followed. It was a brutal, monotonous climb. Thankfully, things started off as expected, with the two steadily making their way up the service ladder and nearly reaching the top. But before they could reach the safe platform up top, tragedy struck. It's unclear what exactly happened. The damp weather may have made a step dangerously slippery, or Lewis might have simply missed a step and stumbled. In either case, the outcome was the same. Lewis lost his grip and plummeted over 630 feet back to the base of the climb. His friends called the authorities immediately. Unfortunately, by the time they reached Lewis, he'd already passed away from the impact. The climb, which was meant to be a crowning achievement, instead became his final act.
630 feet? God damn, bro. Damn, bro. What the hell? And then it probably was all rocks and shit out there. Damn, rest in peace to him. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment. Would you climbed up there to just, to get some pictures? Cause there's a lot of people that will do crazy, like those cave people. I don't understand that, bro. Like, there be people crawling in small ass caves, don't know where they going, and go beyond points that haven't been mapped out yet. Like, bro, just to be the first person to say you did it, I don't think it's that serious. You know how many ideas I done came up with that I done procrastinated on, and somebody else done came out with it, and then you think I'm going to stop putting my video out? Even though I might have put mine out last, or even if I do put mine out at the same time, if I felt I had my video first, still going to be some people that think I copied off of them, and vice versa. There's going to be some people thinking that they copied off of me. So to me, trying to be the first to do something in this content creating shit, build though it feels so saturated, I don't think it's that important. Because you don't even gotta study a person. Great minds think alike, and a lot of people just had the same ideas. You feel what I'm saying? That's not a far off coincidence. So I wouldn't feel bad about having the same content as somebody else. It's not like I looked at this person and then decided to replicate his content. It's a lot of people out here, videos pertaining to the same shit. So, and I don't for not once say, oh, this person copying off of that person, because I understand the method of thinking. But hey, these videos was crazy. Definitely was content creators that died trying to go viral. Now in the beginning, I'm gonna say they died trying to go viral, but still rest in peace to them. But towards the end, I wouldn't say they died trying to go viral. They were just like trying to up the content they were already doing, even though that in itself was already crazy, to say the least. Because I, for one, and nobody I know or be with going to think to do stuff like that. But like I said, to each his own. You feel me? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that down in the comments. And rest in peace to all of the content creators that died in this video. Shout out to Chillin' Scares. Don't forget to tap into the website at www.thaturbanexperience.com. Check out the free category from time to time. Hit that like button if you fuck with the video. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I want to thank everybody that's been engaging with the channel. I feel like we've been going up. You feel me? I've been seeing a lot of engagement. I want to thank y'all for that, because I, for one, don't never ask people to spend money. Just by y'all watching the video, liking and commenting, subscribing, that's enough for me. And I know they got the hyper chat and all of that, bro, but I'm not asking y'all to do none of that. You feel me? I just want y'all to like the watch the video. If you like what you see, then, you know, engage with it, show some love. It's definitely appreciated. And I'm going to start unraveling rewards for my YouTube viewers as well. But Biz, though, this channel is brand new, basically. You know, we got to grow a little bit, because I'm just basically going to be losing money. So I need a little, you know, incentive. But I'm definitely going to be rewarding people, my YouTube subscribers as well. Don't forget the Twitch subscribers, y'all automatically get the discounts off the merch. YouTube subscribers, I'm cooking up something good like that for y'all as well. But last but not least, I want to thank y'all for watching the video, man. This one a little shorter than what we usually do, but I know I haven't posted in a couple of days. I apologize for that, but like I said, I got something cooking for y'all. So just stay tuned, man. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Thank y'all for watching. It's been another episode of Wizard Reacts, and I'll see y'all next time. She didn't have to cut me out.